attending a conference. So let's have a chat about attending a conference. I think who in here attending most conference? I think Catherine attending a lot of conference around the world. Could you please tell us about the benefit of this question that we ask everybody, okay? Catherine, could you please tell us about attending a conference? Like, what is the key two benefits that say you get it from attending a conference?
I think it's quite obvious. Depends on the stage of your career. For early career researchers or PhD students, it's about the visibility. Networking, we understand. You go there to network, and it's the most important. Is visibility and networking. It's associated. They correlated. So when you go there, just show your face. Even first of all, it's about for early career researchers, PhD students to show your work, to tell people what are you doing, and the second, just to show your face there, to make people be aware of you. That's very helpful. And when you become a more senior, you're attending conferences. It's about fun, but also helping other people. So different stage. But I believe, majority of you are early career researchers. It's about, yes, just to show yourself and let people, like for me, and, I go to conferences now, just say, lots of people approach me, either just getting advice or get a collaboration. When you get a more senior like me, like last time I went to a conference and then I came home, I got more than like a dozen of collaboration opportunities. You go there to give talk and to show that how good you are, or whatever you are, and then this way just to entice opportunities for collaboration. And when you're younger, when you're sort of like a junior, and you get some more senior collaborators or even like a peer collaborators, that's good as well. And especially you go there to know the editors, getting some opinions from the editors about things. Lots of things good in conferences. I always encourage PhD students and early career research go to conferences as many as possible, as long as you can afford. There's lots of benefits. The benefits I can't just finish speaking here. But then the benefits, just so basically it's all positive unless you can afford. So that's all I can say. I believe you feel you can add to that.
All right, perfect. Thank you. Felix, I might finish with Sarah. I mean, Felix first and then Sarah, so it's hardest for her. Now you cannot mention what people have mentioned, all right, Felix and Sarah. So Felix, what are the benefits that you receive from attending a conference?
It's difficult to say something you couldn't say.
Apart from like go have lunch or dinner with me, which is fun.
Yeah, well, I think before that, right, the fact that I could meet you guys, right? I think it's more kind of like for me personally, it's kind of like networking, and it's yes, as Catherine mentioned, like to increase visibility, but for me as well, it's networking with my peers, like with people with PhD students that when I was PhD students, when with early career researchers, because and many of my friends that I meet, that I become really good friends with, actually those who actually we join NSMAC as PhD students or early career researchers. So I think for me, yes, it is networking, but to build on what Catherine said as well, it's more kind of like also networking in the with our own peers, that like we can actually hang out, not just hang out like having dinner as you said, but we have projects together and we enjoy doing projects together. So I think to building networking to build more fun collaborations, I think. Yeah.
Yes, fun collaborations, networking, very important. It's actually one of the most important reasons why we go conferences and all that. Now, Sarah, everybody have talked about work, networking, and everything like that. Would you like to talk about any other aspect?
I think a good thing to attending conferences is to travel. And so one of my purpose actually, so we there was a time the NSMAC was organized in New Zealand, and we went for a road trip like 2 weeks around New Zealand. So it was a really good experience, and we went with our friends from like IT as well. So it's kind of like a networking and enjoying at the same time. So I guess it's another benefit of attending conferences.
You went with a colleague from MIT.
Yeah.
And I understand that you had a meeting on a horseback too.
Lots of research discussion.
Yes. So I think not only when we are attending a conference, there will be like a going out package and all that type of thing. So
Yeah, I think attending conference is really fun as well. So don't forget some.
Mhm. Yeah.
So yes, you would get lots of collaboration opportunities and try to be impress people as much as you can when you go to conferences. This is my advice. And I did that a lot when I was younger. That's how I grow quite fast by doing that. So yeah, fellows, whenever you go to conference, focus on how you impress other people, whoever you want to impress with. When you attend editor sessions, remember, academics generally very nice and generous. They're always willing to help. Approach them. Don't be afraid. Just approach whoever you want to approach. And especially those senior editors or senior academics, the more senior they are, the nicer they are. Believe me. So just go and approach them. They're all very nice. And don't ever be afraid. And the people are nice. Just make use of that. Take advantage of their decency. That's very blunt advice.